what does a buyer's consultation look like? And this is what we're going to go over now. All right, we just got one person that's going to log in. She's going to mute her phone.
I just have a quick question. Prepare with is that the right answer? With the person that doesn't have only had $3,000, just refer them to programs.
I refer them to lenders who know
When the 20, if they would read.
if they had no money or $3,000 or had good income and good credit, I would partner them with a lender who does nothing but grant loans or specializes in grant loans. Does that make sense?
How about if the credit's also bad? How about if they just are in a really bad situation?
Okay, so the buyer's in a bad situation, the credit is bad, they don't have enough income. I can't do nothing about your income. I can fix you up some credit. I can do a lot of stuff, but I can't give you the money, right? So you got to figure that piece out. So if you don't have enough money to be a homeowner, then you're just not ready. You got to go figure that out. I'm not the mindset girl. So now, but what you do is put them in your CRM. You put them in a buyer's campaign to help them with the process of understanding home ownership while they're getting ready. And then I refer them to a credit repair person. It's not that we don't do anything with the lead, ready to buy. Does that make sense, guys? All right, so here, look, I'm going to let y'all see this. This is what it looks like. All right, can you see that? This is my resume. I include my resume. How many people do not have a resume? You got, by the end of this week, have a resume. You know why? How many realtors do you think are giving their clients their resume? Nobody. This is not really for me. This is for them to make them feel like, or Derek per se, to make them feel like they're special. Y'all think they're going to read this stuff? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they won't. But they know it. Wow, she sent me a bio. My last realtor didn't even do that. Oh, look at her credentials. I don't care if it's not real estate specific. I'll sales and sales.
I have a resume, but it's not real estate.
Well, you should. You're a realtor? All right, well, some real estate should be on there.
Yeah, but it's small.
Data. Okay? You don't know how people are going to connect with you. You know, something on your resume might resonate with them. And here's my bio. Some of y'all don't want to put, I put this. I want people to know that I had a son at 14, and I want them to know that right away. It's a first line in my, Claudienne Hibbert-Smith has shifted the paradigm of what the premise of a teenage mother could ever be. Claudienne became pregnant at the age of 14. Boom. Now you really interested. You're like, whoa, what's going on? I don't want to, I'm Claudienne Hibbert and I'm a realtor of That's boring. I spoke on Sunday. I said, please don't read that bio. I'm going to be bored listening to it. Just give me some key points. I'm a graduate of class of 97, Carroll City State High. I have to put that in there. Because most people think that we're not going to amount to be nothing at Carroll City. It just is. Northwestern, Northern, and I can just keep going. That's important to me. But then, boom, I went to the University of Florida. If you know anything about colleges, you know it's very hard to get. Everybody that went to FSU, don't get offended, went there because they could not get into the University of Florida. I guarantee it was not their first choice. It is what it is. Y'all used to be in the office and the parents was crying. The kid, I'm like, what is going on? If I didn't get in UF, I'd just go wherever wanted me. What's the big deal? I didn't know the big deal, right? I was following in my sister's footsteps, Camille. Angelique was somewhere being a model. I put a little bit of what I've done in real estate here, and my community involvement, and that's it. You should have a bio. And how many people on here again do not put a number 5 if you do not have a bio and a resume? All right, we're gonna have Angelique do this. She's like the queen of resume and bio. So Angelique, we'll get together. I see your hand up too, Sandra and Angelique. We'll get to it in a minute. Don't just keep it up, okay? So let's go back to the question. Sorry, thank you. So you're going to give them the roadmap. Y'all can use AI. What's the roadmap to home ownership? In fact, Krista, let's send out my roadmap to everybody that's in the class. You want to put the contracts and addendums. I'm telling you, I'm already I sent over an offer to a client of mine. They wanted to read it. You don't got time to read this right now. We got to get this offer in. And we didn't get the house because they wanted to take the time to read it. So you know what I said? I came back to the office. I said, we're going to start adding the contract and the addendum, possible addendum. So I don't know. Somebody might say, well, I don't know if I don't want to be the HOA. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to put the HOA addendum in there so that they now can review the documentation. So now when we do the contract, all we do is fill in the numbers, really. And the buyer's agreement. The buyer's agreement. Don't be afraid to use the buyer. You will be pissed. I'm going to tell you, I'm pissed right now. I just lost out on $1 million commission. I want to give them a buyer's agreement, but you need to give out your buyer's agreement. And then you also need to make sure that you're professional in following up, okay? Let's go to the next slide. Let's get through this real quick, all right? So now I set the appointment already, correct? He said Wednesday at 12. I'm going to introduce myself again to him. Hey, man, most people are doing appointments on Zoom. Even people that have offices. I don't see Jeff in here doing no appointment. Jeff ain't even in the building right now. This is his office. He probably on Zoom, though. Okay? Get on a Zoom real quick. You don't have time because realtors, it's 60-something thousand realtors in Miami-Dade and Broward. You don't have time to play around. Get them the stuff and get the appointment. Stop trying to book these appointments for a whole week later. Stop what you're doing. Get the appointment out the way so they know that you're serious. If I get a listing appointment, I don't care if it's my anniversary the next day. I'm taking the appointment now. I need that 7% so I can go on the anniversary trip. And I need to show them that I'm qualified to do the work so they can send me referrals. I can't send them out a whole week later. No. Book the appointment. All right. That's why I gave him 2 appointment days. The same day and the next day. And then I do a 4th question. Go back real quick. I missed something. Okay. If it's all right with you, Mr. Derek, what I'd like to do is sit down and get acquainted. I would like to ask you a few questions that will help you find the right. Boom. Go to the next one. Okay. We're going to send this out. So don't worry about writing it down. Angelique, let me take you real quick before I go too far. And then the questions might align with what I was just talking about. Angelique, can I take you real quick?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted the people to know that you don't necessarily have to have a background and resume, because if you're reading the chat, some people are saying, well, I don't have like a resume, information for a real estate resume. And the answer to the question is yes, you do if you have a broker. So we'll teach that in the class when it comes up. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
All right. Angelique is promising us to do that class for us. Thanks, Angelique. All right. So I'm going to ask you, where are you living now? Do you own your current home? He already told me no. So don't ask questions twice. Your job is to pay attention. How long have you owned it? If this is the question, this is just if we were going in that direction. Tell me a little bit more. So skip that because that wasn't his situation. In fact, we can skip this whole screen because his example was different. But you would use this if someone said they have owned a home. And the reason why you would use that screen is to make, the whole goal is to just figure out what they did the last time. So you can either 10X it if they had a great experience because now they're using you because you followed up and the last person did it. Or you're hearing what they had trouble with. You're identifying the issue so you don't duplicate that. That's the point of that screen, all right? Then you're going to produce the buyer's packet. I just told you what should go in there, okay? Crystal, can we send a sample of the buyer's packet out? Okay. I have one. We already told you what should go in there. And then I pull out my whiteboard. Well, now I'm not in a desk anymore, but I still pull it out. And I pull it out on the right here on the Zoom. So now I'm going to do what's called the funnel, okay? I'm going to do what's called the funnel. It's a funnel system, okay? It helps the buyer understand what is going on. I don't want to show the buyer 50 houses. I don't want to show them 5, really. Really? Do y'all? It's hot out there. I don't even know how I'm going to get through with this garment. Yeah, I'm still wearing a garment from the shirt. I don't know how I'm going to do it today, okay? So release yourself for a second. Let me pull up my whiteboard. Boom. And I just simply draw. Mr. Derek, draw, okay? Here is a funnel system. This is called the funnel system. Derek, unmute yourself. Let's bring Derek back up.
I'm here.
Are y'all learning something real right now? All right, good. So we pre-qualified the buyer. We already did the work to get the buyer. Now we're pre-qualifying the buyer. Now we're meeting the buyer. We're on the Zoom with the buyer. I'm literally drawing on my whiteboard. And it got to be perfect, y'all. The whole idea is to get their attention. And I guarantee, how many people use the funnel system on here? Drop a number 2. How many people in this room use the funnel system? Nobody. I know I've taught it many times. How many people on here use the funnel system? Wow, nobody. So watch this. How many other people you think, when you see the buyer, and if that buyer is ever, usually I'm like the third source. Oh, Claudienne, they didn't work. I did it. And not my friends and family, but people that I don't really know. Well, and then I show them this. They're like, oh no, the realtor didn't show me this. So 2 reasons we do this. To impress the buyer, because they think we just real brilliant, and really to show them the process. Watch this, Derek, real quick, because we get into 11 o'clock and I want to be done by 11:15. So how have you been? Let me ask you, do you have any addresses in mind that you've been looking at?
No addresses.
All right, cool. So are there any sources you've been using? This is the funnel, y'all. This is the top of the funnel. Okay. Are there any resources that you've been using?
Oh yeah, I've been using like Zillow.
All right, so I'm gonna write it as he's talking. Zillow. Okay, good. Okay, that's amazing. I champion everything he says. Do not argue with the buyer. Oh, don't go to Zillow because they don't want all that. Oh, okay, excellent. Great. Zillow, what's next?
I've been using like Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, Facebook Marketplace. How many people have a profile set on Zillow? How many people on here? Get your profile set on Zillow. I don't like Zillow, but you're going to find me on Zillow. Okay? Because I'm going to be where the people are. All right. Facebook Marketplace. Go ahead. What else?
That's all I have.
So let me just tell you, Derek, if you happen to be driving around and you see open house signs, just say the address, the phone number, and just shoot me a quick text message because you're going to run into open houses. Same thing for FSBOs, for sale by owners. Some of y'all are afraid to talk about for sale by owner. Now, just don't write like this. I'm challenged here because I'm drawing on the computer. Okay, so make this look presentable. Okay. So now, watch what happens. You're going to go buy some new construction. I'm going to come up with every realtor.com. What happens if he walks into the new construction without me? You don't get paid. So if I don't educate Derek right now, he doesn't know. Then you pissed because you didn't take responsibility and didn't do the work. So Derek, if you see it for sale by owner, and it's usually FSBO, FSBO, we call it, just take the number and the address. I'd love to negotiate that deal for you. If you happen to be driving around and see new construction, do me a favor. Let them know that you have a real estate professional. Get me on the phone because you will. Once they start looking, it's just like when you buy a car, you're like, oh, wait, nobody got this car. And all of a sudden, they got the same car, same colors, like everywhere. They start to see and hear other realtors. So you want to make sure you be the first, okay?